Before Ouachita Hills, I was pursuing a career of criminal justice.
Before I came to Ouachita Hills, I had just finished homeschool and I was looking for a school to go to.
Before coming to Ouachita Hills, I was on the track to becoming a professional musician.
The pivotal point was when I came to visit. I had misconceptions that fortunately were incorrect.
When I came to the school, I saw that it was genuine. I saw that the religion wasn't just confined to chapels, but that even at the breakfast table they'd be talking about what they learned for devotions. And so that's a point that really drew me and showed me that there was something different about this place.
I wasn't very decided to come. I remember I was doing my schoolwork and then I realized maybe I should visit Ouachita Hills. I had already came in contact with the students and I realized that there was something different and I wanted to see what their experience was at that school. So I asked my aunt to bring me and it was a very impacting experience.
It was incomparable to any of the other schools I had been to, and I really appreciated the spiritual level of the students. They weren't afraid to talk about God or the sermon they had just heard and how they applied to their lives, how it was powerful and impacting.
When I was back at home, a lot of my friends, they would go to church and they'd be good people at church, and then they'd go out and do parties and listen to worldly music. And before I had thought that that was okay, that as long as you go to church, you can do those things and you'll be fine. The most beneficial part of my experience in coming here was that I realized that there's a higher standard than that.
When I go into class, just seeing the teachers have prayer and use the Bible and the spirit of prophecy in class has been impacting, because I know the focus of the school is on spiritual things, learning how to be ministers for Him, and the importance of spreading this gospel, and the importance of having Jesus as a personal Savior and having a relationship with Him.
When I first got here, I remember Vespers was a big impact in my life. I remember the song service and just the students, how the feeling of the atmosphere was like a heavenly atmosphere. It was a little piece of heaven for me, and that's all I wanted. I wanted to have peace in my life, and I truly felt it in this campus.
My goal to be a missionary hasn't changed. It has been enhanced, and I find more purpose in being a missionary as a result of the school.
Our purpose as Christians isn't just to become part of the workforce or to become a business professional and do church on the side. But now I see that our purpose, our mission, should be first and foremost spreading the gospel. And then secondarily, we can do something that would help us to support ourselves.
I know as through the studies, through the canvassing, through mission trips, this has given me little tools to later on for the mission that God has for me in the future.
My goal in life is to serve God in whatever He's calling me to do whatever it takes to finish the gospel so that we can go and live with Jesus back in heaven.
Sometimes when you look back at your life after a few months or after a year, you may not think that you've grown that much. But when you look back after 4 years, after 5 years, you can see the big changes that God has done.
If someone is looking for a school like this, a place where God can completely revolutionize their life, where they can get to know God in ways they never could have imagined or thought of, for God to reveal His will for their lives, that is my experience at this school.
To someone that is pursuing or considering to come to Ouachita Hills College, I would tell them that if they want to have a relationship with Jesus, if they want to develop their characters and have a mission in mind, and students and staff that support you, I think this would be the best place for them to have that opportunity.
If a student is thinking about coming to a school like Ouachita Hills College, if they want to learn how to truly become ministers for Him, if they want to learn how to truly have Jesus as their personal Savior, and learn the truths of His Word and the spirit of prophecy, then I would greatly encourage them to consider coming to Ouachita Hills College.
For someone who's considering Ouachita Hills College, I would say pray about it. I'd say pray about it and evaluate what your purpose in life as a Christian should be. Not what your parents want you to do, not what you feel like doing, but what you feel that God is calling you to do.